As you know, we have received the budget transmittal from County Executive Elrich, and we obviously will, we'll be very busy trying to address all these issues. And we will focus on prioritizing funding for core services such as education and public safety, protecting our safety net services, as well as making strategic investments for our county's economic and fiscal future. As you probably know already, this budget request holds the line on taxes and increases the county reserve to the targeted 10% by 2020, but it does not fully fund the school system requested budget, neither does it fund Montgomery College's request, as well as park and planning. So these are issues that we're going to have to address.
Mr. Elrich said he left you guys $10 million to spend as you see fit.
It's very generous.
Obviously, just filling in the Montgomery College and MCPS needs is more than $10 million. Is there anything you'd like to comment about the $10 million?
So every year, obviously, every year is different in terms of budget process. As president, council president really does work to figure out what will be the process for the particular year. This $10 million is, I always say, it's like, when you're told that for, Christmas, you're going to get, $200 from your uncle, and then in your mind, you've already spent it, 1,000 different ways. It's the same thing. As you pointed out, the fact that he did not fully fund the school system's request already puts a big, pressure, not just on that $10 million, but where else could we find resources to do that? We have issues with providers of, disabled community. There's a DD supplement that also I know we are going to have to look at. Montgomery College has also been left short. So there are a lot of different areas. We're going to be looking very closely at, other sources where we might have some flexibility for funding. There aren't very many. So this is something that we're going to be very looking at very closely. That $10 million usually, I thought it would be pretty much like a down payment on any possible reconciliation list, but given these big areas, I think that's going to be tough. So I don't know, to be honest. We are just getting started, but nobody should think that this is $10 million to use for new initiatives or expansion. It looks like that's money that obviously we're going to have to dedicate to some of these areas that the county executive left short.